Welcome back to the channel where we explore the world of rare coins, hidden treasures, and unbelievable finds that could turn your pocket change into pure gold. Today's spotlight is on top of the most mysterious and highly sought-after coins in Australian numismatic history, the 1970 Australian 1-cent coin with no mint mark. Now at first glance, this might just look like a simple copper coin, easily overlooked, often forgotten in old drawers or rusty tins. But make no mistake, this unassuming little disc holds an extraordinary story. It's more than just metal. It's history. It's rarity. And it might just be your ticket to a surprising windfall. This coin features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Arnold Mechan, a design familiar to millions. On the reverse, you'll find the feathertail glider, a native Australian marsupial, beautifully engraved by Stuart Devlin. But it's what you don't see that makes this coin truly exceptional, a missing mint mark. The 1970 Australian 1-cent coins were produced during a time when Australia was solidifying its decimal currency system. Most of these coins were struck at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, and typically they bear no mint mark. However, some numismatists have discovered rare variants, and it's these rare, pristine specimens, especially those in proof or uncirculated condition, that fetch top dollar in the market. You see, in 1970, millions of 1-cent coins were minted, but the passage of time has worn most of them down. The ones that survived in gem quality or uncirculated states have now become increasingly scarce. And scarcity is where value begins to rise. Collectors and dealers alike are now paying serious attention to this coin, especially those in near-perfect condition. A coin that was once worth a single cent is now being valued at hundreds, even thousands, depending on its grade and condition. Some versions of the 1971 cent coin with unique die errors, misstrikes, or unblemished finishes have been auctioned for eye-watering amounts. One particular coin in pristine proof condition has been valued as high as $5,000. That's right, one tiny copper coin, no bigger than a thumbnail, potentially worth thousands. This coin is now part of a growing collector's trend, a movement of enthusiasts, investors, and even casual hobbyists combing through their old collections, hoping to find this hidden gem. And why wouldn't they? The idea that something so small could carry such value is exactly what makes coin collecting so thrilling. So where can you find one? Your best bet is in old coin jars, inherited collections, or vintage estate sales. Many people don't realize the true worth of these coins, and they often go unnoticed. That's where you come in. With this knowledge, you're now steps ahead. If you believe you've found one, don't clean it or handle it too much. The value of a coin can drastically drop if it's damaged or improperly stored. Instead, place it in a protective case and take it to a certified coin grader or numismatic expert for evaluation. Remember, the better the condition, the higher the value. Now you might be wondering, should I sell it or keep it? Well, that depends on your goals. If you're in need of quick cash, selling at auction could bring in hundreds or even thousands. But if you're a long-term collector, this coin could become even more valuable in the years to come. It's a true investment in history. There's also something poetic about holding a piece of time in your hand. This isn't just metal, it's a snapshot of Australia in the 1970s. It carries the legacy of a changing nation, the image of a queen, and the work of two iconic designers. That emotional value, for some, is priceless. For those looking to sell, you'll want to explore trusted coin dealers, online auction houses like Noble Numismatics or Downey's, or even eBay if you're careful. Always get your coin graded first. This helps ensure you get top dollar and avoid scammers. The coin world is full of surprises, and the 1970 Australian 1-cent coin with no mint mark is one of the brightest examples. A small coin, yes, but with big potential. You never know what could be hiding in your own home. So take a moment, go through your old drawers, your family's coin tins, or even your childhood piggy bank. That 1-cent coin could change your day, or even your life. Next up, we're talking about the Australian 1-cent coin from the year 1973 with no mint mark, a piece of copper that might just become a golden opportunity for collectors and investors alike. This small yet historic coin was minted during a pivotal time in Australian currency history. In the early 1970s, Australia was solidifying its use of decimal currency, and coins like the 1 cent were being produced in large numbers to support the transition from pounds and shillings. The 1973 1 cent coin was struck without a mint mark, a common trait for coins produced at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. But while millions were produced, time has done what it always does: it has worn down most examples. The few that survive in pristine, uncirculated, or proof condition are the real gems. And that's where things start to get exciting. You see, it's not just about the coin's face value. It's about its rarity in top condition, its age, and its growing interest among serious collectors. The obverse of the coin carries the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Mechan, a familiar sight for collectors across the Commonwealth. The reverse showcases a beautifully detailed image of a feathertail glider, created by the legendary Stuart Devlin. While the design stayed consistent for years, the value of this coin does not lie in design changes, it lies in condition and survival. A flawless 1973 1 cent coin is now considered a rare find. While the average circulated coin might seem common, the real treasure is the uncirculated version. The kind of coin that sat untouched in a collection, protected from air, time, and wear. These are the coins that fetch the highest prices. Currently, high-grade examples of the 1973 Australian 1 cent coin have already started making waves at auctions and with collectors. Some have sold for upwards of $6,000 to $8,000 if certified in gem condition. That number is expected to climb in the future as the supply continues to shrink and the demand from international collectors rises. Now, imagine holding onto one of these coins for another decade. With the rising global interest in rare decimal coins from the 60s and 70s, the potential value of this coin could reach even $11,000 or more, especially if your coin is a flawless specimen. It's not just a theory, we've seen this pattern repeat with coins from other regions and time periods. More collectors are turning their attention to lower denomination coins that were once ignored. The 1 cent coin, especially from 1973, is becoming a nostalgic piece of Australian history. As inflation eliminates smaller coinage from circulation, this little copper coin transforms from pocket change into a cherished collectible. There's also something powerful about the connection to the past. Each coin from 1973 is over 50 years old now. It's a time capsule, a piece of the era, and a tangible reminder of a different Australia. That cultural and emotional value only enhances its market appeal. If you're fortunate enough to have this coin in mint or near mint condition, it's worth having it professionally graded. Coin grading services can assign a numeric value to the condition of your coin, and that makes a huge difference in the price it can fetch. A graded coin brings certainty to buyers, and that means higher offers. You might be wondering, can I sell this coin today? The answer is yes. You can list it on eBay, connect with coin dealers, or even consign it to numismatic auction houses that specialize in Australian coins. But remember, to get top value, you need documentation, grading, and professional handling. If you don't want to sell right away, that's okay too. Think of it as an investment. With every passing year, coins like this get rarer. People lose them, they deteriorate, and fewer remain in top condition. This natural process boosts the value of the few that survive. It's the classic rule of supply and demand. So, yes, the 1973 Australian 1 cent coin with no mint mark is absolutely valuable, not just today, but especially in the years to come. It's a collector's favorite in the making. It might not get headlines like a gold coin, but in the world of numismatics, it's a hidden hero. Now is the time to search through your coin jars, your old piggy banks, or the collection your grandfather kept safe in a wooden box. That 1 cent coin you forgot about might just be your next big surprise. Ladies and gentlemen, we encourage you to treat these coins with care. Store them safely, protect them from damage, and get them appraised. You could be sitting on something special, something that the world is only now beginning to recognize. Next up, the 1976 Australian 1 cent coin with no mint mark, a coin that's now drawing attention from collectors all around the globe. The 1976 1 cent coin is part of Australia's now withdrawn 1 cent series, made of bronze and bearing the royal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This specific issue was struck without a mint mark, a standard for coins produced by the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. While this detail might appear ordinary, it's what has happened since 1976 that gives this coin its remarkable edge. Over the years, coins like these have been pulled from circulation, melted down, or simply lost to time. Australia officially removed the 1-cent coin from general circulation in 1992 due to rising production costs and inflation, which meant these small coins quietly vanished from everyday use. But what disappeared from wallets has reappeared in collector circles with renewed demand and energy. Many people don't realize that coins like the 1976 1-cent have already become a hot item in auctions and private sales. Collectors today are actively seeking high-grade specimens of these coins, those with uncirculated finishes, sharp strikes, and minimal surface wear. And that's not just a niche group. The number of collectors looking for coins from this era has grown dramatically in recent years, especially those born in the 70s who now feel a nostalgic pull toward the currency of their childhood. The question of how many people want this coin is easy to answer once you step into online forums, auction platforms, and collector groups. Demand is real, and it's global. Listings of the 1976 1-cent coin in excellent condition often receive dozens of bids and sell within hours, with international collectors eager to get their hands on a piece of this disappearing currency. As of today, the current value of a well-preserved 1976 Australian 1-cent coin can range from $5,000 in average condition to upwards of $9,000 or more in pristine, uncirculated grade. Coins that are professionally graded and certified as MS-65 or higher command the highest prices, especially if they have flawless color, luster, and original surfaces. Now, some might ask, is this coin's value really that high? The truth is, in the world of numismatics, value comes from more than just rarity. It comes from condition, historical context, and most importantly, collector demand. And the 1976 1-cent coin checks all these boxes. Its value may not yet have reached astronomical levels, but its steady rise suggests a very promising future. This coin was minted during a time of political and economic transformation. In the mid-70s, Australia was reshaping its national identity, moving further from British ties while embracing its own cultural uniqueness. The coins of this era are more than just currency, they're symbols of national evolution. Holding on to a 1976 1-cent coin is like holding on to a frozen moment in that story. The coin's reverse features the beautiful feathertail glider, engraved by Stuart Devlin. This tiny marsupial, native to Australia, embodies the country's rich biodiversity and gives the coin an added layer of charm. Meanwhile, the obverse displays Queen Elizabeth II, linking Australia to its monarchy and its global heritage. Together, these elements make this coin not only a monetary item but a small work of art. If you are lucky enough to own this coin in excellent condition, you're holding on to a piece with increasing numismatic potential. Every year, fewer of these coins remain in collectible quality. Time, environment, and careless handling have taken their toll. That's why yours, if preserved, is rare and valuable. To maximize your potential profit, get the coin graded by a reputable agency. Certification adds credibility, and that alone can raise your selling price significantly. Once certified, your coin becomes a true asset, something you can sell, trade, or pass down with confidence. Collectors across Australia, New Zealand, the UK, and even the United States are now looking for this coin as part of completing their decimal collections. As new collectors enter the market every year, the demand for coins from the 1970s only grows stronger. That means the longer you hold onto a high-grade 1976 1-cent coin, the more it could be worth. In terms of future value, there's strong reason to believe that a top-condition specimen could be worth $5,000 or more within the next decade. We've seen similar spikes in value for other coins once considered common. All it takes is rising interest and shrinking availability, and both are happening now. So don't underestimate what you may have tucked away in a drawer or a forgotten box. That 1-cent coin from 1976 could be the unexpected treasure you didn't know you had. It's a piece of history, a piece of art, and a growing investment all in one. Ladies and gentlemen, Take a moment today to look through your old coins. Pull out those copper cents and take a closer look. The coin that looks the most ordinary might just be the one that surprises you the most. Next up, the 1977 Elizabeth II 1-cent coin with no mint mark. It might just be one of the most underrated copper coins in your collection, and its true value is beginning to shine. The 1977 Australian 1-cent coin is part of the first decimal currency system introduced by Australia in 1966. These bronze coins were issued until 1990 and later withdrawn from circulation in 1992. This particular issue from 1977 bears no mint mark, meaning it was struck at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, like most of its kind. Yet what separates this year from others is the condition and scarcity of high-grade examples today. On the obverse, the coin features a youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin, a design that represents consistency and royal dignity. On the reverse side, you'll find the charming image of a feathertail glider, a native Australian marsupial, designed by master engraver Stuart Devlin. It's not just a coin, it's a symbol of national pride and identity. Over the years, millions of these coins have changed hands, lived through pockets, wallets, school desks, and kitchen drawers. But time hasn't been kind to them. Most 1977 coins are now heavily worn, scratched, or discolored. That's why finding a 1977 1-cent coin in uncirculated or mint condition is becoming increasingly rare and valuable. Collectors around the world are now searching for high-grade 1-cent coins from the 70s. The 1977 version is particularly attractive to those seeking to complete their decimal collections or honor a special year. It also appeals to people born in 1977 who want a little piece of that time preserved forever. This emotional connection fuels demand, and that's where the value begins to climb. At this time, if you have a circulated 1977 1-cent coin, its value might not be staggering. But a coin in mint state condition, especially one graded MS-65 or higher, could be worth anywhere between $1,000 to $3,000. A flawless, uncirculated piece kept in protective casing might fetch even more. With rising demand and decreasing availability, some rare proofs or high-grade examples could reach prices close to $5,000. The question many people ask is, should I keep it? And the answer is a confident yes. This coin is a future classic. As the coin collecting market continues to grow and digital platforms make auctions more accessible, small denomination coins like this are experiencing renewed interest. The longer you hold onto a well-preserved coin, the higher its potential value in the years ahead. Sealing your coin is an absolute must if you want to protect its worth. Exposure to air, humidity, and fingerprints can damage the surface, reducing its appeal and market value. Store it in a coin flip, a hard plastic case, or a certified slab if possible. Keeping it sealed not only maintains its condition but also signals to potential buyers that it has been well cared for. For those looking to buy this coin, the best places to start are online auction platforms like eBay, trusted numismatic websites, or even local coin dealers. Be sure to verify the condition and, if possible, opt for graded coins from recognized grading authorities. A higher upfront investment in a quality coin can pay off significantly down the line. If you're looking to sell, there are many options available. Start by having your coin evaluated by a local coin dealer or sending it for professional grading. Once graded, your coin can be listed at auctions, online marketplaces, or sold through numismatic networks. Presentation and proof of authenticity can increase your final sale price dramatically. The 1977 1-cent coin is no longer being minted and will never return to circulation. That fact alone boosts its collectible appeal. It's a relic from a time when the world was different, and that sense of nostalgia is what drives collectors to pursue coins like this with passion. Unlike modern coins produced in massive volumes and stored digitally, this bronze coin holds a weight of history in its tiny form. It's not just metal. It's a piece of the past, a preserved echo of Australian daily life, art, and economy. With every year that passes, fewer high-quality examples of this coin will remain. Many have been lost, damaged, or discarded. The ones that survive, especially in mint state, become rarer and more desirable. This creates a window of opportunity for you, the collector, to secure and preserve something truly special. The future looks bright for collectors who act now. As new generations enter the hobby, the value of historic coins will only continue to rise. Whether you're an investor, a hobbyist, or simply someone who stumbled upon this coin in a dusty drawer, you could be holding something far more valuable than it seems. So take that 1977 1-cent coin, seal it with care, and watch it appreciate in value as the years go by. You never know when the market will shift and collectors will be willing to pay top dollar for exactly what you have. Ladies and gentlemen, don't underestimate the smallest coins in your collection. Sometimes, the least expected pieces carry the greatest stories and the highest rewards. Subscribe for more insights on rare coins and valuable finds that might be hiding right under your nose.